Uma umuntu anelbido, if someone has got a calling, it's not like it's a curse. Like Iguti, hey, I'm being cursed. In fact, you are a chosen someone. And this is its reality. It means among all the others, they found you, which you are the best, to carry on that mission, to carry on. You see, which means uniweb cause. And you can't say, why me? You know, if, let me say, you are a parent, mhlambe unemntwana is playing iyadlala lapha, and then igama lakhe uJabulani, ufuna kumnika a certain task to perform and say, cala you say Jabulani, I respond. Then you call again, you say Jabulani, I respond. Then you start raising your voice, say Jabulani. The mntwana aka respond. You might even take a stone, umshaye evebuhlungu, because you are bringing attention yakhe. So there are these things, as Mkhulu Ibrahim has mentioned, ukuthi, that happens. That buka ngathi they, if for people laba resist the calling, as some of them, it's not like ukuthi, the spirit is cruel as such, but it's because of the person who doesn't respond to the calling. You see, being Chundi, growing up in the environment, let's see, we have grown up in, we have been told that this is something that is evil. When you're talking of Inyanga, Isangoma, or talking of some people who are evil, people who are not good at all. So, and when majority of us being raised in the Christian background, where we know that when they're talking of Isangoma, they're not talking of people who are good. They're talking of people who are evil. So you don't want to find yourself associating yourself with such people. When you're talking of knowledge, knowledge must be two sides of knowledge. It must be the dark side and the bright side. You must, when a person knows, he must, for a person to be a healer, he must know how to kill. And he must know what kills people. And he must know then how to heal. Which means you must know the bright side and you must know the dark side. It will then depend to that particular person's heart. You know, even doctors in the hospital, they know how to kill. They have been taught what kills people. I'm telling you, go to ask any doctor. Fortunately, I do have doctors who are my patients that I talk to. So, and they know how to heal. If they want to heal, they will heal. If they want to kill, they can kill you. If a traditional healer would say, I don't know how to kill, he has not been trained properly. He still needs to undergo a training. Because you need to know what kills people. You need to know what kills people so that you will know what to heal. Because in most instances, the very same thing that was used to cause the problem is the very same thing that will be used to reverse the situation. You see, you know, we come to a snake bite. When someone has got a snake bite, that's why we used to know kune proverb yesiswati nakezulu khona ithi ulunywe inyoka yangena emeneni. If let's say une problem bathi hey hayi uyabona abantu bangafika bathi hayi cha ulunywe inyoka yangena emeneni. What do they mean? They saying a problem yakho, it won't be easy to find solution. It's close to impossible that you will find solution to your problem. Why do they say such? You know, our ancestors, they know about antivenom. You see, they used to catch different snake, catch different snake, black mamba, what, all the snake. Then they cut the head. They cut the head immediately. They burn it. They grind it fine. They take some other trees. They also bend it. They mix it together. Then now it becomes isihlumu. You see? If now you come and say to me, you can say, I've been bitten by a black mamba. We will take that one that has got the head of a black mamba. And then sikcabe ngayo, sikhothise, and then write. You see? You write. That's why nabathi ulunywe inyoka ngene emeneni, which means awukayiboni what type of a snake, because immediately uthi I've got a snake, but they will ask you what type of a snake, so that they will know which of the hlungu as corner there they are going to use, so that you will be healed. Same in all. So that's why a traditional healer, a healer, definitely will know how to do both. So growing up in such an environment, it puts us into a position where this calling is being hated. This calling has been painted black. So people, they resist. Normally when I talk of a spirit, I normally associate every spirit with certain people. That the spirit has got its people, its language, its nationality, and the root of the spirit, which means in a root yayo impande, inesizwe sayo, inendawo futhi nala ikhona nebantu bayo who are more knowledgeable or who are more inspired of that particular spirit. You see, we have got amadlozi, we have got amatonga. Normally when we're talking of amadlozi, we refer to the spirit. We are not entirely referring to your own grandmother or your great-grandmother, or you see, because see, we have got itongo, which is your great-grandmother. We have got the spirit that will possess the individually to maybe to be a healer. It can be, as Mkhulu has mentioned, maybe a manono, it can be umguni, it can be umdawe. Talking of that particular spirit. Okay, we have got that particular spirit that possesses people. Because sometimes we have got this thing of mixing whereby a person ati mine ngangenwa ngugogo wami, as if ugogo wakhe nguye lo mngenile. Growing in my environment I've grown up, I don't know that it's possible ukuthi ungenwe ugogo wakho. I know ukuthi ungenwa a spirit that was in your grandmother. Because see, this spirit, they come like higher. In one of the lessons I've mentioned ukuthi we like to talk kakhulu ngabogogo. Sithi kunabogogo, because bogogo, it's someone who come, if ngiwa kaSilindza, ugogo wami akasuye wakaSilindza. Akasuye wakaSilindza. It's someone who come from a certain surname. Wazogana like higher. I know ukuthi we are living in a stage lapho khona we take light indaba yokugana. I know we're being there. But now, though we take it light, but now there is one spirit that is so prevalent these days that is also troublesome, the one which we called Ingwenze. And that one, it's the result of the institution, of dying the institution yekuganwa, negugana or nokwenza na yonke. That's the result that perpetuate that spirit. And now, and unfortunately with the Ingwenze spirit, when you go to some other healers, you have got it, they will say unesilwane. They will say, hey, it's ophela inkukhu ngiyakutshela. Noma ngaze kugezwe inkukhu, kulandwe imbuzi, kulandwe noma ke ngabuze kubuza inkomo, noma kulazwe indlovu ukuthi ogezwa ngayo. But I'll tell you that one, you'll never do anything with it. it won't be removed from you. But people, they will say, labanye isilwane. Is it ibe detected well through a process yekufemba, where it can be easily detected. Ukuthi ingwenze ikhona la. Kumele ukuthi nakathwasiswa ngoba esikhathi esiningi izodilwa nayo ngale khathi ikuthwasiswa. Because if ungakadilwa nayo yashiwa lapha eceleni again kuthwasa email lapha ibheke ukuthi mina bang ignore. Still izoshuba noma sekuciphelile. Izoshuba. Angeke izikuyekele. So but angikho lapho kuyo but nje so bogogo they will come like they'll come with all these type of spirits. Beze now like haya bazogana to be part of this family. These are the people normally who bring these spirits like haya to come. Some will come with inzuza, some will come with this, some will come with umdawe, some will come with abalozi. They come like haya with their spirits. That's why if they've got those spirits, ayamukelwa le spirit like haya. Officially, umagane like haya le spirit siyamukelwa, sakhelwa indlu yayo, siyalotsholwa nekulotsholwa, kuthi sesiyoba yini part of the family. You see? Let's talk about inzuza. Because it's one of the spirits that troubles a lot of people. You see, most people, they will call it, sometimes they say, umdawe wamanzi. They will say, no, lo muntu lona unemdawe wamanzi. Because it's indeed a water spirit. A spirit is asemanzini. It's a very, very powerful spirit. And it must be obeyed at all times. Because if it's not obeyed, hell will break loose at the end of the day. Kukho lokungaba right. Uma ngabe has not been fully obeyed. If you go to these people labakholwako labakhuluma ngeBhayibheli, you will remember ukuthi so for so many times even iBhayibheli has mentioned people living under the ground. iBhayibheli it will mention and say abaphila ngaphansi kwemhlaba, because we have got people labaphila ngaphansi kwemhlaba. You see, so and those are the people uma ngabe sikhuluma ngabantu sithi beyothwasa ngaphansi kwemanzi, and those are the very same people who initiate people labo labayothwasa phansi kwemanzi, and yibo labantu laba benzuza who are carrying on that duty. If someone has got that particular spirit, the spirit of the water, and naso sinayo impande yayo, and impande yakhona mostly vele iba inside the river. These types of trees, if kuhlanganiswa igobongo lakhona, kuba the trees that are inside the tree, inside the river, and igobongo lakhona liba right kakhulu ukuthi uthi ungalihlanganisa liqede bese uthatha ulidzaka leli demati yasemfuleni uyaliphonsa la phakathi kule gobongo. And uma ngabe futhi ube ne prevent ku right ukuthi uliprepare ngemanzi emfula than using this tap water that is contaminated with so many things. You see, because nayo le tap water ineku clog kanje yabo, because labanye abantu njengoba Mkhulu has mentioned uthola ukuthi abakavalwa as such, but is the diet ngoba lesi isikhathi le amagwinya yonke lento uthola ukuthi ayidla yabo. If you don't control your diet, nothing you will perform. That's why kunalesisho lesithi uhambe uyohlola mhlambe uyabuya awuyitholanga impilo, but isangoma sidle imbumba, bathi isangoma sidle imbumba. Imbumba kudla into nje le useless. Shothi uma ngabe le sangoma does not control i-diet yaso, obviously angeke ananjani ngoba kunehlahla lekumele lo muntu atidle kwayena, ngoba akusho ukuthi kunalo ligobongo. Ngiyazi ukuthi abantu abanye baqabanga ukuthi igobongo kumele ulidle ephehlweni kuphela. Once waphuma ephehlweni uhlukene negobongo. awusali igobongo uyalishaya noma ngabe nje kunesikhathi lapho nje ufuna ushaya igobongo ulidle utihlenga ulidle uliphalaze ufuthe ngalo ugeze ngalo uhlenge idloti lakho lihlale lisondele libe closer nawe so that utokhona ukuthi ube ne breakthrough lo wenzako yabo. So we have got these people there, the one who initiating abantu benzuza, and some of them they have come out and joined with us. Bahlala kanye nathi baba among us, so that and the spirit has spread among us, and then we find ourselves with now we have got a spirit senzuza living among us, working among us, which is a very powerful spirit, healing, and mostly spirit senzuza can divine noting ematambo by telling the person and nange kufemba, not asebenzise ematambo ngoba umnguni kakhulu osebenzisa ematambo ukuthi that's why a person who lothwase kahle inzuza in a proper manner definitely will be able to perform kufemba uma ngabe ayithwase kahle, because yona mostly isebenza kakhulu ngekufemba abantu yabo. Uma ngabe uthole kahle impande yakhona waba trained kahle till yalandwa kahle imduza yakho yaphila kuwe yahlanganiswa nawe ufika isikhathi yaparula yenziwa yonke lento yenziwa ngendlela into takhona ngendlela lefanele, you will be in a position ukuthi uyokhona kufemba yabo. So we have got these people ke laba benzuza, and they're the one normally they are shorter in height yabona nje abantu abanenzuza bavamile ukuthi ngiphipe abantu abafishane benza this iphethe abantu abafishane bangithatha bangisa kuphi. We know ukuthi those people obviously labana inzuza, they will dream water, bazingena emfuleni, they will dream snakes, bangena ngaphasi kwemanzi, they will dream bona abelungu, bangaphupha amandiya, phuphe konke lokho bakuphuphe, baphuphela abanye bandiza. All these dreams are normally common dreams for them, and they have got a constant headache yabo, a migraine yabo, noma ungaya kusiphi specialist uyenze bo brain scan, brain what it cannot be healed. Ize ibe ngcono nangabe utholakala lempande yakhona, umuntu wakhona wathola impande yakhona, wathola lidumane, wasebenzisa ngoba you know, when I mentioned lidumane, you know, things ezethu thine, some of the things ngekuba scarce kwazo sihamba sibe nema compromise somewhere. That's why mostly we find this sisebenzisa libovu instead of lidumane, because of a compromise. That's why, and you find ukuthi noma uyahamba uthi uya bo Faraday uthi ngifuna lidumane bazokuhlohla libovu, oyohlohla libovu bahlukane nawe ngeke bakhulume lokuningi. It's because of we tend to compromise things because of situations. Uyabona like kuparula was not paruled nge ordinary chicken. You know, there is this chicken, we call it imfukwana. That chicken imfukwana, it's the chicken, the right one that used to be used kuparula umdawo nenzuza. But now, because of its situation here, it's scarce. It's scarce. Most of the people in Uganda now, they have never seen that type of a chicken. You might have not seen it, how it looks like, you see. But because of being scarce, chicken yakona, noma ngabe iyathengiswa iba too expensive. Noma ngabe uyithenga nje bantu bompumalanga mhlambe bangayibiza bo 600 or 600 to 700. Because chicken yakona ine power ifani nale lamanye, because uma ungayifuya la ekhaya angeke kushaye nezulu la ekhaya. Uma ngabe kushaya izulu ivala lithi ngathi yashaya ithi tinsibata ithi liya resist alitulo alishayi la ekhaya. Isi yona inkukhu yemakhosi uma ngabe kusetshenzwa emakhosi even khuluma ngema-kings, even bo-King Mswati, they don't use ordinary chicken. They use that one because that's the superior one. Yabo. That's a superior one. But after all, now we have to compromise things. Some of the things says iskasi, angeke uzoyithola njengayo nje. You can't easily find it these days. So we have to compromise. Manje say sithola siparula nangabo ramthuthu nje ema-fake chicken. Phela lento le akuziyinkukhu lento le. Uyabona nje yabona ukuthi phela lento le in the reality that is not a chicken. That's not a chicken, it's a fake. You see, it's not a chicken at all. That's why sometimes the bantu abalashwa ngathi abavami ukuphila. Now I notice kahle nje abantu bagezwa ngazo yeah, ngoba lento it's fake. But what can we do? Because the situation yona iyafforced ukuthi sibe nawo yabo. But if we could go back to our originality, starting sibiyele raising our original things, because see, those things we do compromise, and at the same time nalendlozi lethu liya compromiseka, and at the same time we don't get the required results that we should be getting. And now ungabheka kahle bungoma buphelelwa ile power, because we find ourselves having to compromise in so many things because of situations. You see, we have to compromise, and the more we compromise, even the power is being compromised. Even all the other things are being compromised, the power, everything. The more we compromise, no, because we don't have this to this, everything will become compromised. Because like as I was talking, you can't compare Itumane with Inang, with Ilbov. Tumane is powerful. Tumane, it can be even used to be a very powerful impindamshai on its own. One of the best. So you can't compare the two. But now we find our situation that we have to compromise two things because of a situation. You see. So we have said that people, they will have constant headache, they will have all these things. And one of the tricky about Inzuza, people these days, as Mkhulu has mentioned, about dreaming and dreaming emapehlo or whatsoever. It's funny because people, they dream. Hey, ngiphuphela lapha ukuthi ngiyelapha. Aye khona. Afike kungasebenzeki. Aphume nje a blank. And uthi yabuza njengoba uphuma ublank athi ngaphupha lapha. Yeah, baningi baphupha emaphupho khona phupha emaphehlo maybe ma-3, and all 3 they have never done anything to Inzuza yakhe, and umdawe wakhe have never eaten impande yawo. Yabo. So but the person waphupha, and it's true ukuthi you can induce people ukuthi bakuphuphe as a sango. That is true. Uma ungakhumbula kahle insizwa nangabe tikhona insizwa la. Insizwa nangabe ishela intombi. And intombi ingafuni nje. Uyakhona ukuthi uyenze intombi ikuphuphe angithi. Yeah, ungavuka nje uyenze ukuthi kuphuphe nje kahle. Hayi futhi it's simple as ABCD. It's not a task. Kuthi nje uyenze nje ukuthi akuphuphe ala avuke nje aphuphe wena aqabanga vele angalali ebusuku aqabanga nawe avuke. That's simple to happen. Yeah uyayenza nje lento leyenzeke kahle. So the same thing nabo is possible ukuthi ukwenze ukuthi abantu bakuphuphe ukuthi kumele beze bazothwasa la ephehlweni lami kulula. And that's why ke umuntu athi ngiphuphile kephana at the end of the day kungalungi lapho akaphuphe khona. And another thing ngenzuza normal one of hyalo that is used, the major one injured. But one of the things, it's not easy for Inzuza to show you exactly la yothwasa khona. Why is not easy? Because when you dream, izokubonisa emanzini. Because you are supposed to go under the water. Uyothwasa khona. So for that reason, uma ngabe noma uyabona ungafika manje sishaye igobongo sihlanganisele kahle igobongo la khona hlangane ulishaye lihambe kahle ulive ukuthi hayi cha liyangihambela but ngiyakutshela emaphupho azokuvela azokukhomba kuphi emanzini utangifonela maybe ukuthi hey mphathi ngiphuphe ngene emanzini bangibiza ngangena ngashona phasi kwaba nemakhehla angithatha angibeka kupha angifaka abesangifundisa imithi abesangijana ngoba kumele ngesikwakhona kwekuthi uye emanzini. That's why uma ukhuluma nabantu abadala mostly bazokutshela kwekuthi umuntu lonenzuza ikakhulu naseyiphakeme akufanele angakalungiswa avame kuya ngasemanzini ngoba ingamthatha yabo ungamthatha and ukhona futhi it's a good because this thing it happened yesterday because fortunately this person usikhonile kumbamba and bese kagijima vela emanzini hey futhi imali beka wagijima ya sithi emanzi hamba yabo and iphakeme ubona ukuthi iphakeme manje but now the challenge uma ungahamba emanzini angeke ubuye uzowufa because even the family yakho doesn't know ukuthi what are the rituals that are supposed to be done uma umuntu athathiwe waye emanzini and kuzoba nzima ukuthola inyanga le understandako ukuthi kunakiwa lena kuyoshaywa le uyiwa le emfuleni kwenziwa ini ukuze wena ubuye uphila uthwasile uqedzile kwenziwa ini. It's going to be very difficult yabo so siyathi natsonke niyathi inyanga lethamba kwemandini iminyaka ngeminyaka nje tiyahamba tingasabuyi nife nekufa even next to my area nje kunemfula yeah even this year not less than 7 or 8 lethambile ngoba kulomfula nje lo unenfotayo nawo bahamba uthole sekufuna amaphoyisa adive lo myatholakala after 8 days 9 days yabo ngoba uthola ukuthi lo myo bebahambe nagobela wakhe bathathwa bami naye gobela akazi ukuthi yini lenti wako uma umuntu athethwe wahamba yabo so we have got the challenge ukuthi we are living in a generation that is so ignorant. You know, even our parents these days are so ignorant about culture. And the pity thing, some of us, they don't even get support from the family. And now, you will need a family umawuthethwe. You will need ukuthi la family kunenyanga understand exactly. Kuthi nasekiwa negubhu le ngobe kumele kiwe negubhu le kiwe le kuthi yini exactly that must be done so that wena unanjani usurvive ngobe kweqala nje akukhalwa kweqala the first thing akukhalwa nje kwe first thing and manje the first thing now what uthatha manje yakhala uhambi yabo already the first reaction is gonna be dangerous for us for the person now because the first reaction uyakhala hey bamthethe uhambile yabo kani now lo muntu lona soyahamba lobanye bayahamba bangasabuyi bavele baphile khona le phansi bayophila khona le phansi impilo iqhubeke bangaphindi babuye and then at the end of the day kuphele kanjalo yabo kuphele kanjalo uyabona we black people we are so dynamic it's just that we have neglected our power we see living uyabona kunebayilungu bakhuluma ngemuntu ukuthi uphila bathi wahamba phezulu kwamanzi. We black people we have got our own people who lived underwater. You see ukuthi uyabona ngakhuluma ngihamba phezulu kwamanzi who lived underwater and we know people you see because for instance uma ungaya manje uye you go to Eswatini and then uyafika eMbabane, you will find uhambe uye uphume on the other side kunalokwe suburb lokulo lo bathi iDarrich uphuma ngako uhamba ukhuphuke so place they call it Manjolo. You will find lapha kunestiba lapha, and there are people labangenile lapha bathwasa babuya baphila kuso lestiba leso. Yebo sona in particular is for that clan yakamnisi. And awungeni lapha if you are not part of that clan, and ungafa mara kodwa nawuhamba nabo uyangena baqelele ukhuluma ungene lapha yabo, ngobe nakhona bakhona labantu benzuza in that very same space. Ungafike nangabe kwenzekile bakuthathe uye khona mhlambe nawe ikuthathe khona uhambe nabakamnisi mhlambe uyongena uphume ubuye nawe indoda yakho thambe kahle. So we have got that challenge ukuthi it will be difficult for you ukuthi uboniswe indawo exactly ubushawa ama headache kunzima, and inhlupheko ke yobe ibhoke ngelubi, and nebantu ngeke bakuthanze, uyothanda nawe ukuhlala isolated uyi-one, and people won't understand you ukuthi what is happening with this person vele. Busuku sometimes awulali uyavuka ebusuku at a certain time uvuke nje ubanze lo umtimba wonke lemhlambe lenye section yakhona ibanze ubone ukuthi lesi sikhathi you will even feel ukuthi umnikazi usowukhona, uyoyifila ipresence inside the house ukuthi la umnikazi sowukhona la ekhaya uve sowukhona. And if uqhubeka ke uresista vele uyolahlekelwa konke. Akunamshado lo ngabakhona lapha, akuna family obakhona, everything, and some of them bagcine bashonile, and some of them there are those that I know now ukuthi bahamba nge-wheelchair already, not ukuthi kanjani, because they have resisted the calling. And bakhona ke bahlala bagqwalelwa na umoya, babe nemahlaba, babe nezibhobo, yonke lento kunzima nje kakhulu. And one of the greatest challenges that we find it very difficult to find the right gobela who can fully train you properly to this type of spirit.
Ngaphandle sonke abakhonkosi namaBhengu